And this is how the things go on accumulating, which has no value aesthetically or in any way. Actually, you should buy something only to give it to someone. That's the best way of enjoying it to the maximum, you see. And anybody likes it, you have it. You see, that's the best way. It's a great thing. I mean, I tell you, it's rather difficult for you people to understand, but I am one of them who does that very often. And my children and my husband are rather worried, you know. God knows next time what she'll give away. But you'll be amazed, I have so many things despite all this. I mean, the whole time I'm thinking what to give to whom. Still, it's so many things in the house now that we have to take a bigger house. I don't know what to do with so many things. And I try to thrust things on the people, Baba, you take this, you have liked it. But they say, no, how can you give me? But really, that gives me such a pleasure. And one must learn how to do it. But I've seen human beings are different. For themselves, they'll buy diamonds, and for others, they'll buy artificial things. It's very common, you know. They'll be wearing diamonds, and when it is come to giving to others, they'll give artificial. At least don't wear at that time the diamond. At least that much decency should be there. So, you see, when it comes to giving with your full heart, you just feel that love of giving, and you feel so happy, because you feel so big about yourself. Like an ocean that's giving so much of clouds, and again it is receiving these rivers into it, and again making it into clouds. A sort of a circle of a beautiful conversion into beauty after beauty starts. It's so beautiful. And that's what we should try to become, a part of that circle which is so beautiful and which is so joy-giving to yourself also. And this is what it is. And this hand is for ashraya, means for the protection. You must protect the people who are your subordinates, who are dependent on you, your children. Like, it's a very common thing to insult your children from their childhood. Why did you spoil that carpet? Why did you do that? You should not have said this. Why did you? This is a very wrong thing of discipline. Best discipline is to put dignity into children. You see, a good home in India, we say, is known by the way children are addressed in the family. Like in a good family, we address the children like sir, little bit like that, up, means sir. We never address the children with indignity, and we put them on a dignified level. And it's a very nice thing. I'll tell you about my own granddaughter, that somebody was telling her one day that there's this boy, and why don't you marry him? He said, why do you want to talk about marriage? I'm not yet grown at all to think about marriage, and we have to be dignified about things. How can we think of marriage when we are not to think? And my grandmother will marry me, and I want to live a dignified person. A little girl of 7 years said this to this woman, who was very sort of pseudo-intellectual type, and she tried to tease my granddaughter. She said, this is not dignified. Just think of that. At the age of 7 years, they have their sense of dignity. If you tell them, you see, you need not tell them don't spoil the carpet, but give them dignity. They will never spoil it.